Today on Combustion Chamber, we have two very awesome occasions to celebrate today. First, we're here at Cars and Coffee, Central Florida for their Christmas toy drive, and I think that's an outstanding thing to do. There are families and children that are less fortunate, and we need to think about helping them out, not just this time of year, but throughout the year. And today, December 1st, is the 2-year anniversary of Combustion Chamber's first episode, a ZL1 Camaro that has carbon fiber work throughout. It has been a fantastic 2 years, and I have a very special message for all of you at the end of this Combustion Chamber Live. So less talking and more cars. Let's get after it. All right, let's get things started off right here with this beautiful and awesome wrapped Lamborghini Huracan. Toys for Tots. Like I said earlier, this is a toy drive. This is also, and always has been, a benefit car show, and this is pretty cool. Lots of toys out here today for kids who are not as fortunate as others. I'm a big kid. Maybe I can get a ride in this. But a great show, great event. The wrap on this is fantastic. Don't be a Grinch, donate. So definitely in the giving spirit. What do y'all think of a wrap like this for an organization, a great organization like this? Come over here, and we've got this 911 Turbo that has been on our show. Very fun car to drive, very powerful. Episode is called Room for the Kids. I'll link below to that because he's got the car seat in the back. I don't think he has it in there today, but it does fit. We've got a special Porsche treat coming up for you before the end of the year. That's nice. And come over here, another one of my favorite cars, the Aston Martin DB11. This is a V12 powered car. I got to tour the Aston Martin production facility in Warwickshire, and it was mind-blowing. The all-aluminum hood, or what they call bonnet, opens up in a clamshell style. A lot of power, very meticulously well made, lots of detail, and when you see how a car is made, especially a car as exceptional as Aston Martin, you gain even more of an appreciation for it. That is just a beautiful car. We come down this way, we've got some exotics here. We've got a Ferrari 488. Really nice, unique wheels on this car. Talked to the owner earlier, and I think they're beautiful. They look fantastic. And we've got a whole line of awesome Ferraris here today. So we've got a 488 Italia, actually two of them, two 488 or 458 Italias, excuse me. And a beautiful F430. We had a yellow F430 on our show. That was a lot of fun to drive. Now it's not the same car, but and I love the Italian flag colors going down the center of the car there. So let's go back this way. Do another pass by the beautiful Huracan that's wrapped for a great, great cause. And we come down here to Deus Collision Repair, Body Work. I actually got to go to their facility recently and check it out. Really, really good work that they do. They brought their Range Rover out, and they do a lot of Tesla work, a lot of exotic and luxury car work. It's their specialty. Got a beautiful second-gen Audi R8 with the V10. Awesome Bentley. Let's check out the interior on this real quick. Pretty slick. Or as some people have pointed out, wicked. I apparently say wicked a lot. So what do you think about these cars? You know, do you like the luxury? Do you like the performance? Let me know in the comment section below. This awesome purple wrapped Tesla Model 3. Has some wrapped carbon fiber accents on the door handle and the mirror. Look at the wood grain portion of the dash there. That's pretty neat. Pretty cool. If you like what you see, let your friends know about this video, about this channel. You can hit that thumbs up, the subscribe button, and that bell icon for notifications when we go live with new episodes. Here, a first-gen Audi R8. Dodge Viper GTS. You know, the owners call these American exotics. You know, it's got that V10 in it. Unmistakable styling. Unfortunately, they're not producing these anymore, and I think that's a shame. Another Audi R8, but this one has got gorgeous aftermarket wheels. Now, some people are purists, I get that, but I like it when people have a car like this and make it their own, or make any car their own. Yeah, I like it. I like that blue and that white. Come over this way. A Mercedes-Benz GTS. Too bad we can't see inside of it. Did you know that Mercedes-Benz actually supplies the infotainment system to Aston Martin now? And they also provide the twin-turbo 8-cylinder that goes into the Vantage and can be put into the DB11. Come over here. Another awesome Porsche, but check this out. Look at this car. Got the janitor here, the Christmas tree on top. But it's my understanding this car is incredibly fast and very powerful. Look at the size of that turbo. Good grief. You know, these are great cars to begin with, but this owner's taking it all the way. He did drive it here. It was not trailered, but as you can clearly see, this thing is set up for racing. Got your parachute there for slowing down. It's fun to go fast. It's also good to be able to stop. That's awesome. Got a gorgeous Nissan GTR. Very, very cool. I like these a lot too. We got to get one of these on the show. What do y'all think about that? Now let's come down here where all the Mopar action is. We've got some Chargers out here, some Challengers. I'm jealous of those cigars. I want one right now, but I'm shooting.
Come on back.
So all sorts of packages. You've got your 392s, you've got your Daytonas. Well, that has a 392 in it too, but you got Scat Pack. And these guys, man, they stick together. They're always here. They always come out. And check this out. Beautiful Viper ACR. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous color. You know, I'm looking at the screen here and it looks like it's red, but it's more of a what we would call in Texas burnt orange, like the University of Texas color. But weird, on the phone it looks kind of red. But pretty cool stuff. This is awesome. Now some people, you know, like, why does it have a big wing? Now some cars come with big wings and they're not functional. This is a car that is purpose-built for the track, but you can drive it to a show like this owner has done here today. And right next to it is an older Viper, but still awesome. I really like this generation. It doesn't have the clamshell hood like the rest of them did, but still V10 powered. I really like what the owner's done with this one, with the carbon fiber interior, because I like these cars, and I'm not knocking Mopar, but the interiors can be a little plain sometimes. That's just my opinion, but all you have to do is just put an accent like this in it, and it brings it all to life. I'm down this way. Have another Challenger with a matte black hood, black on black.
Oh, and look at that award.
Look at that big old Ram. Got a couple coins in that.
What?
All black, black wheels, black grill. Pretty wicked stuff. So at a show like this, everybody's welcome, obviously. Cars, trucks, all kinds. And check out this. I love the gauges in these cars. I just think they look slick. If you want to keep your donuts warm, there you go, right? Or your monkey butt warm. But it's not cold here. I know some of y'all are watching right now, and where you're at, it's freezing. I don't mean to rub it in your face, but I live in Florida. I'm not feeling any pain. Come over here. This Chrysler. Now, Chrysler and Dodge share components and parts and a whole lot of things. So you can take one of these cars and turn it into a performance beast, like a Charger, like a Challenger, whatever you want to do. And I really like this because normally people just think of this car as luxury. But this person's he's got the nice black wheels, the SRT wheels, 392. The darker, I don't know if you call it smoke or a dark chrome or whatever you'd call that, but it looks slick. It looks great with the color of this car. All right, so here's the two cars I'm always talking about every time. The Daytona and the blue SRT here. Still great looking cars. I love them. And modified differently, but both really, really good looking. And I gotta say it, I always gotta say it, my favorite Charger rear end accessory right there. It's semi-transparent. I love it. I always point it out, I know, but I love it. More people coming in. Over here we got a classic Fox Body Mustang. Now, I'm not sure what this car would be worth, but if you want, you know, a car for the strip that isn't terribly expensive, you can pick these up. Also, third-gen Camaros are great for that. Ford Focus. Now this is awesome. This is a 5th-gen Camaro, no kidding, right? But there was an addition. What was the company? Was it SLP that made these? I think it was SLP. Correct me if I'm wrong, though. But what they would do was add a bunch of power to the car. So you can see, you know, it's supercharged, and they would go back and kind of do a little, I don't know if retro is the word, but these were sort of the first ZLs, and they had to stop calling them that because GM debuted the ZL1. But it came with those really awesome wheels, which I believe you could get on a car that wasn't one of these. But what they did was they sealed this right here, put that piece in, and they put the traditional badge, super sport badging on it where the bow tie used to be. So that SS is what you would find on, let's say, my 67 SS, me and my father's car. That's what it would look like. So it has a little bit of retro thrown in there. And you don't see too many of these, but they're great cars. I mean, they, I've never heard anyone who purchased one that's had anything to say bad about it. Of course, why would you? We got the Focus guys here. Good group of people, good team. You got some people that modified a little bit, some people that modified a lot. You know, it is the holiday season, so you got your antlers there. And if y'all like what you see, man, hit that thumbs up. Please share this with your friends, man. If you know anybody that you see in this video, their car, hit them up. C7 Stingray Corvette here. And a neat, I assume that's a wrap. It'd be awesome if it was painted, but it's still good looking. I like it. Convertible, 45th anniversary Camaro. Right next to it, a ZR1 from the 6th generation. Love these cars, love them. I photographed a red one once and I loved it. It was a hell of a car. If you like what you see, if you like cars like this, hit that subscribe button and that bell icon so you get notifications when we go live. It's got Chevrolet's 100-year anniversary badging on it. The transparent hood for that LS9 supercharged V8. And this has got some accents on it. And we come down here and it just gets more and more powerful with the Corvette lineup. We have a new Z06 right here in the 7th generation. Neat silver color with that tan interior. Pretty cool looking. And right next to it, y'all, the new ZR1 in a light blue kind of color. I wouldn't know what to call it. Once again, this car, don't think that the Aero is just for looks. It isn't. This is a purpose-built car for the track, but you can drive it on the street. So there's active aero that runs throughout the car. A lot of power. Definitely eye-catching. I think Courtney Force bought one of these, if I'm not mistaken, or was given one by GM, since, you know, Chevrolet sponsors them now, the whole Force racing team. But you can't forget about the classics, y'all. Check this out. Got a good friend. His name's Felipe, and he loves Corvettes. I think he just loves them all. And as much as I love all the power and performance of modern cars, I love the classic styling like this. And you come down here, and we've got a 2nd gen Z28. This is going to be late 70s or early 80s. And I love my 2nd gens. You know, I know everyone's modern muscle, and there's nothing wrong with that. I love it, but these are pretty awesome. And right next to it, check this out. The Holden Commodore, or sold here in America as the Chevy SS. It's got Whipple supercharger on it. A really unique color on it. I don't think I've seen one in this color. And aftermarket wheels that look fantastic with this car. We have a Pro Charged one on our show. Got to drive it. These are manufactured in Australia. Engine, transmission, are GM, straight from you know, America, then sent down to Australia where they design and build the rest of the car. And this, I love it. And that's the Holden badge. If you see that, that's Holden, which unfortunately is no longer manufacturing cars, and I think that's a damn shame. Classic Bel Air. Look at that, 1957. Super clean, in great condition. But I'm going to tell you something. Most of these are owned by older people, and they take ridiculously good care of them. So what would you have to cruise around in if you had to have a four-door? Would you take this or the Holden? Would you take the supercharged LS3 or this 502? Let me know in the comments down below. We come around here and we've got an almost all Camaro lineup. Okay, we've got the Corvette there, the C6. We've got the 1LE, and we have two ZL1 1LEs out here tonight. Both all black, have the red calipers on both. But I'm going to show you something, and I want y'all's opinion on this. You come around to the back here, and we have the two different types of taillights. So with the new refresh, the new front ends the Camaro has, like the 5th generation, they're not redesigning the front of the ZL1, but they do give it the new taillights. So like that happened during the run of the 5th generation, it has now happened with the 6th gen. Which taillight design do you like more? Do you like the way it was or what it is now? And I have to say, I know that the new front ends, not on the ZL1s, but the 4-cylinder and the SS, I know that they're pretty controversial among everybody. But I'm going to tell you, at least the taillights, I think they look good, and they definitely look good on the ZL1. Always one of my favorites, a 4th gen F-body, Z28. Car's in great condition. Top is up right now. We weren't sure if it was going to rain or not, but LS1 5.7 liter, very similar engine to what's in my GTO, but I love the 4th gens a lot. Corvette pace car. Pretty slick. Come over this way. And we have some Audis, some Volkswagens. a little Mercedes action, right? Attack of the Germans. So, don't know a whole lot about these Audi cars, to be honest with you. It's not something I'm very knowledgeable on, but educate me, man. Leave comments in the down below. I want to know what you know. Gorgeous BMW SUV, pretty slick, nice way to cruise around town. If I'm not mistaken, does this suspension raise and lower? Got Tint World out here today. Do great work. I've been in their facility as well. Good people. They brought their Ford F-150 out here, the aftermarket wheels, the custom grille. Big old truck, really eye-catching. Look at that. And of course, it's tinted because it's Tint World. And we come right over here. Maserati GT. Well, hey, let's check out the Volkswagen GTI, because I know these have a big loyal following as well. And then, yeah, the Maserati GT. Had a hardtop version of this on the show. Really fantastic cars. The design has not changed very much over the years. You know, the biggest design change from an aesthetic point of view is actually now, you know, they have touchscreens in them, whereas before they didn't. So, you know, they had maybe a more older or traditional interface. But the car really hasn't changed how it looks in a very, very long time, and it really doesn't need to. I don't know where they would take this design from here. Beautiful Porsche Carrera. Looks like it's been modified. He's got the cross-drilled rotors. He's got racing seats, the steering wheel that detaches. And I can't spill the beans yet, guys, but we have a very awesome Porsche surprise for you. Yeah, I want to tell you right now, I want to be like, this is what we got, but I can't. But it's going to be awesome. Obviously, it's a car, right? Because it's Porsche. This is a car show. But I'm going to say it's probably one of the best cars I've ever driven. And that's a tall order because I've gotten to drive a lot. Then we come down here, we got the Orlando Beamer Club. And these guys are always here at this show and other shows throughout the city. Wicked M Series. And you know, it's wild because some of these are, you know, stock, some of them are very modified, super clean. Come around this way. That's a slick M4 there. Aftermarket wheels, some accents running throughout the vehicle. I like that right there in the grill. Pretty neat stuff. Great club. And come over here, more BMW. So some lowered. I wonder if these are on bags or it's just negative camber. Now, they're probably bagged. I'm going to imagine that's the case. Slick cars. But guys, I just noticed this, and I gotta get this. The GMC Syclone. This thing is wicked. It was great for its time. It's still great. This thing was quick. Was it? I can't remember which magazine put it up against the Ferrari F360, and it won in the drag strip. Was it the F360 or was it the 430? I can't remember. But it beat a Ferrari. That's what counts. It's a pickup truck. This is fantastic. It's turbocharged. It's my understanding that Clint Eastwood either has the Syclone or the Typhoon. I'm not sure which. You can look it up though. They asked him what he drives, and he said this or the Typhoon. I can't remember which you know, it was a great and unique answer. This thing, this is awesome. I love it. Now come down here. Look at that gorgeous blue. BMW's got some wicked colors. Come over here. Check out the Nissan Figaro. We had this on our show. I'll link to it below, or you can just check our channel for it. Right-hand drive, only made for 1 year. Now you can buy it in the United States, get it. And it's 1991. That's right, 1991. A lot of people see this car, they think it's European. They think it's 60s or 70s. And no, this is a 91 Nissan. I believe it was sold just for 1 year in Japan. We had it on the show. Pretty cool stuff. Porsche Panamera. Infinity. I think it's a G35. This bagged Mazda Miata all the way to the ground. Low. I mean, I assume it's bagged. It's kind of hard to drive it that low. So pretty neat stuff. So if you're into imports, muscle, exotic, you know, this show has it all. It's for a good cause. If you like what you see, hit that subscribe button, that bell icon for instant notifications. And yeah, share it with your friends, let them know. And this sleeper of a Camry, this all-track, is our highest viewed episode as of a couple of days ago. It passed our Lamborghini Huracan Performante show, but both are great cars. This is an all-wheel drive car. It has a motor from a different import. And, you know, you wouldn't, I don't think, you know, you see this driving down the street, you wouldn't think, oh, it's just an old Camry, but it's not. Also has a stick shift as opposed to an automatic. Now, the all-track was primarily sold in the northern U.S. For, you know, bad weather. Some of y'all are snowed in right now as you're watching this. Well, this is what that car was sold for. But this one has ditched the automatic. I have a turboed engine in there now. Great car, and great owners as well. It's a husband and wife team. His MR2, his first gen MR2 is on our show. It's pretty cool. Subarus everywhere. Pretty cool wrap on this one. Got that iridescent, I don't know what you call the color. It shifts a little bit. I like it. He made the badge that purple. That's pretty slick. So STIs out here, different generations. Mitsubishi. I gotta say though, these cars I'm not too terribly familiar with. But you know, these sport compacts, especially the all-wheel drive ones, they're wicked. They're wicked around a track, or if you're autocrossing or whatever. You know, first car that I ever autocrossed was a third gen MR2, and it was awesome. So I don't discount the imports at all. I hope you enjoyed that Combustion Chamber live here at Cars and Coffee, Central Florida, for their annual toy drive. This is the season of giving, so if you don't go to car shows or they don't have anything like that in your area, I encourage you to find another way to give. This is that season, and it's very important to help those who are less fortunate. Also, as I said earlier, it's been our 2-year anniversary, and I think everybody at the end of every episode and video that we make, and I sincerely mean it, but these last 2 years have been really fantastic. It's been a lot of hard work. I won't lie to you, it's a lot. But the loyalty that y'all have shown and the dedication to the show is phenomenal. And yes, we're not a very big show. We don't have hundreds and thousands of people watching or anything like that, and that's okay. What we have is quality. We have quality fans like you that matter, that make a difference. When I get stopped by somebody at a car show, it's a pleasure, because I know that I've made a very small difference in their life, but a difference nonetheless. So I want to thank all of you very much. You know, without y'all, we don't have a show. So if you like what you see, please subscribe, hit the bell icon for notifications, thumbs up, and sharing with your friends goes incredibly far in getting the name and the reach of this show out there. We're also on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and if you want to support the show, we're also on Patreon. However, if you decide to donate to a charitable organization, I think that's far more important, and I highly encourage that. while I would greatly accept any support, that would mean a lot if you gave to an organization that you trust that's helping people out during this holiday season. I want to thank you all again. And once again, let me say it again. Without y'all, we don't have a show. So thank you very much for tuning in.